how do you navigate putting out a lot of content, but still wanting each thing that you share to be worth watching?
Yeah. So whenever I create content, I have a checklist of things that I kind of go through as a content creator and as a videographer as well. That's another gift that God kind of brought me to learn is learning how to use a camera. How many people in here know how to use a camera? Anybody know how to use? Look at that. The amount of hands that are up is incredible.
Now that it's on every phone and it's all incredible.
Like, bro, I remember when I was in high school, if you were a photographer, you were like the only photographer in the school, and you did everything for the school. And now people have such access to like YouTube where they can learn how to use a camera in like 5 minutes. Yeah. And so I learned how to use a camera, right? But I also learned how to do things like color grading and all these things to make the footage look the way it does. So when I make content, my biggest thing is one, I want it to look incredible. The quality, the colors, it's got to pop. Like, it's just got to capture your attention. Why? Because I don't want there to be any distractions. I want someone to see it and be like, yo, just off of how this looks, this is fire. And then I want it to be, a lot of my content is performance shots. So it'll be me sitting on top of a car or sitting by a tree or whatever, singing the songs that I write. And the reason why I do that is because I want to reach the audience who is interested in music. And so performance reels is kind of like my thing. But yeah, I always want to make it as great as possible, all the way to where how I set up the shot, how I film the shot, and how I edit the shot, if that answers your question.
No, that's great. I'm curious, how many of you guys follow this guy on Instagram yet?
If you don't follow me, we're not friends no more. No,
no, I think something you'll see is like you've got this pretty consistent message, and it's on like a shirt. You got Holy Vibes Only.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So Holy Vibes Only, man, that's kind of like the brand. I remember when I first started really getting into like content creation, and I remember my biggest thing was I wanted to always comment back to everybody who engaged with my stuff. I wanted them to feel seen, to feel heard, and I remember one day I was like, man, it's a holy vibe, you know what I mean? And I was like, ooh, that kind of sticks a little bit. And then it transitioned from, oh, it's a holy vibe to it's Holy Vibes Only. And Holy Vibes Only, what that means is that there are a lot of people who love music, especially R&B music, but there's not a big selection of Christian-based, clean, good R&B music. And so for me, like, I make music that it's a holy vibe only. And so for these people who want to get away from secular music and stop listening to music that gives terrible influence, they can come over to Holy Vibes Only and know that that's exactly what they're going to get. And so it really turned into a community.
Yeah.
You know, we got over, I think it's almost 17,000 people who are in my broadcast channel who are a part of the HVO family.
That's crazy.
And to be able to create stuff that is pure, that is good and wholesome, that's what Holy Vibes stands for.
That's awesome.